the Earth suddenly receives a distress signal unlike any other. This signal, pulsing with urgency and unmistakably extraterrestrial in origin, is picked up by a deep space monitoring station. What begins as a routine day for the scientists at the observatory quickly escalates into a momentous occasion that will alter the course of human history. The signal's origin is traced to a distant planet, one that appears to be a twin to Earth in its topography and atmospheric conditions. Dubbed Echo for its eerie resemblance to our own world, this planet sends waves of curiosity and excitement through the scientific community. The implications of another Earth-like planet are profound, raising questions about parallel evolution, shared origins, and the possibility of intelligent life. A team of the best astronauts, scientists, and engineers is assembled for a mission of unprecedented importance. Their goal: to journey across the stars, investigate the source of the distress signal, and provide aid if possible. As they prepare for the mission, they are acutely aware of the risks involved. The journey will take them further than any human has ever ventured, and the outcome is far from certain. Upon arriving at Echo, the team is greeted by a sight that sends shivers down their spines. The landscapes, the landmarks, and even the cities are astonishingly similar to those on Earth. Iconic structures like the Eiffel Tower, the Great Wall of China, and the pyramids of Giza stand tall in an alien world, creating an uncanny sense of déjà vu. It's as if they have stepped into a parallel dimension where Earth's history has unfolded in an almost identical manner. This discovery plunges the team into a whirlpool of questions and hypotheses. How could such identical structures exist on a different planet? Is this a case of shared alien influence? Or is there a more sinister explanation? The team's quest for answers leads them deep into the heart of Echo, where they uncover secrets that challenge their understanding of reality and their place in the cosmos. As they delve deeper, they encounter signs of an advanced but now declining civilization. The distress signal, they learn, is a cry for help from a world facing its own extinction-level crisis. The team must decide whether to intervene and how to do so, all while grappling with the ethical and existential implications of their discoveries. Echoes of Earth, the alien distress signal, is a story of exploration, mystery, and the unbreakable spirit of human curiosity. It challenges readers to think about the connections that bind us to the universe and to each other, asking what it truly means to be human in a cosmos teeming with the unknown. Chapter 1: The Signal from Beyond. It was a quiet evening at the Deep Space Monitoring Station when the first hints of the signal appeared. Dr. Emily Carter, a seasoned astrophysicist with decades of experience, was the first to notice the irregular blip on her screen. At first, she thought it might be a malfunction or some kind of cosmic noise, but the pattern was too regular, too intentional. "John, come take a look at this," she called to her colleague, Dr. John Mason, who was working at the adjacent station. John, a jovial man with a knack for deciphering cosmic signals, glanced over and immediately sensed the gravity of the situation. "That's not a natural phenomenon," he said, eyes widening as he leaned closer to the screen. "This is structured. It's a message." The control room buzzed with activity as more scientists gathered around Emily's workstation. The signal, though faint, was repeating at regular intervals. It bore a striking resemblance to the mathematical sequences that humans use to encode information. The realization hit them like a thunderbolt. They were receiving a distress call from another world. Within hours, the signal was analyzed and traced back to its origin. A planet, nearly identical to Earth in size and composition, situated in a distant star system. The planet, named Echo by the media, seemed to be a mirror of Earth, raising questions about its history and its inhabitants. The news spread like wildfire. The discovery of Echo and its distress signal became the focal point of global attention. Governments, space agencies, and private corporations all scrambled to be part of the mission to Echo. The United Nations quickly established an international task force to oversee the mission, selecting the most qualified individuals from around the globe. Emily and John, along with a team of elite astronauts, engineers, and scientists, were chosen for the mission. The team included Dr. Sarah Lee, a biologist with expertise in extraterrestrial life, Captain Alex Mitchell, a decorated astronaut with multiple space missions under his belt, and Dr. Raj Patel, an engineer known for his innovative designs in spacecraft technology. As the team assembled at the launch site, the reality of their mission began to sink in. They were about to embark on a journey that would take them light years away from home, to a planet that seemed to be an eerie reflection of their own. The weight of their task pressed heavily on their shoulders. They were not just explorers, but potential saviors of an alien world. The preparations were intense. Every aspect of the mission was meticulously planned, from the spacecraft design to the scientific instruments they would carry. The team underwent rigorous training to prepare for the unknown challenges they might face on Echo. Finally, the day of the launch arrived. The world watched with bated breath as the massive rocket stood tall on the launch pad, a symbol of human ingenuity and hope. The countdown began, and with a thunderous roar, the spacecraft lifted off, leaving Earth behind. As they hurtled through space, the team reviewed the data they had on Echo. The planet's surface features, atmospheric composition, and potential hazards were all studied in detail. But despite their preparations, they knew that nothing could truly prepare them for what awaited on Echo. The journey was long, but the team remained focused and determined. They spent their time running simulations, conducting experiments, and planning their approach to the distress signal source. The bond between them grew stronger, forged by the shared purpose and the immense responsibility they carried. Finally, after months of travel, they approached Echo. The planet loomed large on their screens, a blue-green orb that looked strikingly familiar. As they descended into its atmosphere, the similarities to Earth became even more apparent. Oceans, continents, and even weather patterns mirrored those of their home planet. But it was the sight of the landmarks that truly took their breath away. As they flew over Echo's surface, they saw replicas of Earth's most famous structures, the Eiffel Tower, the Great Wall of China, the Pyramids of Giza. These iconic landmarks, so familiar yet so out of place, filled them with a sense of awe and unease. What could this mean? How could such structures exist on an alien planet? The questions swirled in their minds as they prepared to land. The answers, they knew, would change their understanding of the universe forever. As the spacecraft touched down, the team steeled themselves for the challenges ahead. They were about to step into the unknown, into a world that was both familiar and alien. The adventure of a lifetime was just beginning. The discovery of the distress signal from Echo set off a frenzy of activity around the globe. Space agencies, governments, and scientific communities mobilized their resources, eager to contribute to the historic mission. The United Nations took the lead, establishing an international task force for the Echo mission, ITFEM. Their mandate was clear: assemble the finest minds and most capable hands for a journey into the unknown. Dr. Emily Carter, whose keen eyes had first identified the signal, was a natural choice for the mission. Her extensive experience in astrophysics and her role in discovering the signal made her indispensable. She was appointed as the chief scientist, responsible for deciphering any further messages and understanding the scientific implications of their findings. Dr. John Mason, Emily's colleague and a brilliant mathematician, was also selected. His expertise in decoding complex signals would be crucial in interpreting any communications from Echo. Together, Emily and John formed the core scientific team, ready to unravel the mysteries of the alien world. Captain Alex Mitchell, a seasoned astronaut with numerous space missions to his name, was chosen to lead the expedition. His calm demeanor and leadership skills had been tested and proven in the harshest environment space had to offer. Alex's experience would be vital in navigating the challenges of interstellar travel and ensuring the safety of the team. Dr. Sarah Lee, a renowned biologist with a specialization in extraterrestrial life forms, was another key member. Her knowledge of biology and ecology would help the team understand any potential life on Echo, be it microbial or advanced civilizations. Sarah's curiosity and dedication to her field made her an invaluable asset to the mission. Dr. Raj Patel, an innovative engineer known for his work on advanced spacecraft technology, was tasked with overseeing the technical aspects of the mission. Raj's expertise in designing and maintaining spacecraft would ensure that their journey was as smooth and safe as possible. His problem-solving skills would be put to the test in the unpredictable environment of Echo. The selection process was rigorous, involving psychological evaluations, physical endurance tests, and extensive training. The chosen team members underwent months of preparation, learning to work together seamlessly and handle the sophisticated equipment they would need on their mission. The team's training was intense. They simulated landing scenarios, practiced emergency procedures, and familiarized themselves with the scientific instruments they would use. The goal was to prepare for any eventuality, knowing that the unknown nature of Echo could throw any number of surprises their way. As the launch date approached, the excitement and tension grew. The world watched as the team went through their final preparations. Media coverage was extensive, with daily updates on the progress of the mission. The team became household names, their faces and stories inspiring millions around the globe. On the day of the launch, the atmosphere at the spaceport was electric. Dignitaries, scientists, and the families of the crew gathered to witness the historic event. The spacecraft, named Odyssey, stood ready, a marvel of human engineering and a symbol of hope. The final briefing was held in a large conference room overlooking the launch pad. Dr. Emily Carter addressed the team, her voice steady but filled with emotion. "We are about to embark on a journey that will take us further than any human has ever gone. Our mission is not just to explore, but to understand and to help. The people of Echo, whoever they may be, have reached out to us. We must answer their call with the best that humanity has to offer." Captain Alex Mitchell added, "This mission is a testament to what we can achieve when we come together for a common purpose. We are explorers, scientists, and engineers, but above all, we are representatives of Earth. Let's make this mission a success." With those words, the team made their way to the spacecraft. The countdown began, and with a roar of engines, Odyssey lifted off, carrying the hopes and dreams of an entire planet. The journey to Echo was long, spanning several months. The team settled into a routine, conducting experiments, running simulations, and preparing for their arrival. The camaraderie among them grew, as they shared stories, faced challenges together, and supported each other through the isolation of space travel. As they neared Echo, the sense of anticipation was palpable. The planet loomed large on their screens, its familiar features sparking a mix of wonder and apprehension. They had trained for this moment, but the reality of setting foot on an alien world was something none of them could fully prepare for. The final approach was a tense affair. The team double-checked their instruments, reviewed their landing procedures, and braced themselves for the unknown. As Odyssey descended through Echo's atmosphere, they caught glimpses of the alien landscape, oceans, mountains, and cities that looked eerily like those on Earth. The landing was smooth, a testament to Raj's engineering prowess and Alex's piloting skills. As the spacecraft touched down, the team took a moment to collect themselves. They were about to step into a world that defied their understanding, a world that held the answers to questions they hadn't even thought to ask. Captain Alex Mitchell led the way, stepping out of the airlock and onto the surface of Echo. The rest of the team followed, their eyes wide with awe and determination. They had made it. They were the first humans to set foot on this alien world, a world that seemed to echo their own in ways they were only beginning to understand. Their mission was just beginning, and the challenges ahead would test their limits. But they were ready, united by a common goal and driven by the unquenchable human spirit of exploration. Together, they would uncover the secrets of Echo and determine the fate of its inhabitants. The voyage to Echo was unlike any other undertaken by humanity. The vast expanse of space stretched before the crew of Odyssey, an endless void punctuated by distant stars and the occasional asteroid. The initial excitement of the launch gave way to the steady rhythm of space travel, where each day blended into the next with a mix of routine tasks, scientific experiments, and the ever-present hum of the spacecraft systems. Captain Alex Mitchell established a strict schedule to ensure that the crew remained focused and prepared. Each member had specific duties, and their days were filled with a combination of training, maintenance, and data analysis. The monotony of space travel was broken only by the anticipation of what lay ahead and the occasional glimpse of celestial wonders through the ship's observation ports. Dr. Emily Carter and Dr. John Mason spent hours poring over the data collected from the distress signal. They worked tirelessly to decode any additional information that might provide insight into the situation on Echo. The signal, while consistent, was frustratingly sparse in detail, offering little more than a repeated cry for help. Emily and John theorized about the potential scenarios they might encounter, from natural disasters to technological failures or even hostile encounters. Dr. Sarah Lee, the team's biologist, focused on preparing for the possibility of encountering alien life. She meticulously organized her equipment, ensuring that she was ready to analyze any biological samples they might collect. Sarah's curiosity about the ecosystems of Echo was boundless, and she often engaged her crewmates in discussions about the potential similarities and differences between Earth and Echo. Dr. Raj Patel's engineering expertise was put to the test daily. The Odyssey, while state-of-the-art, required constant monitoring and occasional adjustments to ensure optimal performance. Raj's innovative designs had already proven invaluable, and his ability to troubleshoot and adapt would be crucial as they approached their destination. As the months passed, the team grew closer, their bonds strengthened by the shared experience of their mission. They celebrated milestones together, such as crossing the halfway point of their journey, and supported each other through moments of doubt and homesickness. The isolation of space was a formidable challenge, but their camaraderie provided a buffer against the loneliness that could easily set in. One of the most anticipated events during the journey was the weekly communication with Earth. Although the delay in transmission meant that conversations were far from real-time, these sessions allowed the crew to stay connected with their families and receive updates on global events. The messages from loved ones were a lifeline, reminding them of the world they had left behind and the people they were striving to make proud. As they neared Echo, the team conducted final preparations for their arrival. They reviewed their landing procedures, calibrated their instruments, and ran simulations to ensure they were ready for any eventuality. The tension and excitement were palpable. They were on the brink of a discovery that could reshape humanity's understanding of the universe. The final approach to Echo was a carefully orchestrated maneuver. Raj and Alex worked in tandem, Raj managing the technical aspects and Alex piloting the spacecraft with precision. The descent through Echo's atmosphere was both exhilarating and nerve-wracking. The team watched in awe as the planet's surface came into view, revealing landscapes that were astonishingly similar to those of Earth. The Odyssey touched down smoothly on a flat expanse near a city that bore a striking resemblance to Paris. The familiar outline of the Eiffel Tower rose against the horizon, its presence both comforting and disconcerting. The team took a moment to collect themselves, the reality of their mission settling in with newfound clarity. Captain Alex Mitchell was the first to step out onto Echo's surface. The air was breathable, the gravity slightly lighter than Earth's, but not significantly so. As the rest of the team followed, they took in the surreal surroundings. It was like stepping into a dream where everything was familiar yet distinctly alien. Their first task was to establish a base of operations. They set up communication arrays, scientific equipment, and shelters. The city's eerie resemblance to Paris provided both a sense of direction and a constant reminder of the mysteries they had come to unravel. As they worked, they couldn't shake the feeling that they were being watched, that the eyes of Echo's inhabitants, if any remained, were upon them. Once their base was established, the team began their exploration. They moved cautiously through the city, documenting their findings and collecting samples. The streets were eerily empty, the buildings silent and abandoned. It was as if the inhabitants had vanished without a trace, leaving behind a ghostly replica of Earth. Dr. Sarah Lee focused on the local flora and fauna, noting the similarities and differences to Earth's ecosystems. She collected samples, marveling at the biological diversity and the uncanny resemblances to Earth's plants and animals. Sarah's discoveries raised more questions than answers, fueling the team's determination to uncover the truth. Dr. Emily Carter and Dr. John Mason continued to analyze the distress signal, hoping to find clues that would lead them to the source. The signal's origin seemed to be located deep within the city, drawing them closer to the heart of Echo and the answers they sought. Captain Alex Mitchell and Dr. Raj Patel led the exploration efforts, ensuring the team's safety and coordinating their activities. They mapped out the city, identifying key landmarks and potential points of interest. Each step brought them closer to understanding the enigma of Echo, but also deepened the mystery. As the days turned into weeks, the team made a startling discovery. Deep within the city's central district, they found a massive underground complex. The entrance was hidden, accessible only through a series of intricate tunnels and chambers. It was here that they believed the distress signal originated. The underground complex was a marvel of engineering, with advanced technology that surpassed anything on Earth. The team explored cautiously, their excitement tempered by the realization that they were treading on sacred ground. This was the heart of Echo, the source of the distress signal, and possibly the key to understanding the planet's fate. In the depths of the complex, they found evidence of a highly advanced civilization. The technology, the architecture, and the artifacts all pointed to a society that had reached incredible heights before its sudden decline. The distress signal, they realized, was a desperate plea for help from a civilization on the brink of extinction. The team faced a crucial decision. They had the knowledge and the means to assist Echo's inhabitants, but doing so would involve significant risks and ethical considerations. They had to weigh the potential benefits against the dangers and decide whether to intervene in a world that was both eerily familiar and profoundly alien. Their journey had brought them to the heart of Echo, but the true challenge lay ahead. They had to navigate the complexities of an alien culture, understand the causes of its decline, and determine how best to help. The fate of Echo, and perhaps the future of humanity's relationship with the cosmos, rested in their hands. The moment the Odyssey touched down on the surface of Echo, the crew felt a profound sense of accomplishment and trepidation. They had journeyed across the vastness of space, driven by the desire to uncover the mysteries of this alien world. Now, standing on the surface of a planet that mirrored their own, they were poised to embark on the most critical phase of their mission. The initial landing site was chosen for its proximity to the city that resembled Paris. From the cockpit, Captain Alex Mitchell and Dr. Raj Patel conducted a final systems check, ensuring that the Odyssey was secure and operational. The team donned their exploration suits, equipped with sensors and communication devices, and prepared to step onto the unknown terrain. As the airlock opened, Alex was the first to set foot on Echo. The ground was firm under his boots, the air breathable, though tinged with unfamiliar scents. The rest of the crew followed, their movements cautious and deliberate. The eerie silence of the city enveloped them, broken only by the faint hum of their equipment. The cityscape that greeted them was a surreal blend of familiarity and alienness. Buildings and structures were almost identical to those on Earth, but with subtle differences that hinted at the unique culture of Echo's inhabitants. Streets that mirrored those of Paris lay empty, devoid of life. The Eiffel Tower loomed in the distance, a ghostly replica that both fascinated and unnerved the team. Their first task was to establish a base camp. They chose a location near the center of the city, close to the landmarks they had identified from orbit. The crew worked efficiently, setting up communication arrays, scientific equipment, and shelters. The base camp would serve as their operational hub, a place where they could analyze data, rest, and plan their next moves. Dr. Emily Carter and Dr. John Mason immediately began to triangulate the source of the distress signal. Using portable scanners and the data they had collected during their descent, they pinpointed the origin to a location deep within the city's central district. The signal was strong and consistent, indicating that the source was still active and possibly automated. Dr. Sarah Lee and Captain Alex Mitchell set out to explore the immediate surroundings. They documented everything, from the architecture to the flora and fauna. Sarah was particularly interested in the local plant life, which bore striking resemblances to Earth's vegetation. She collected samples, carefully noting any differences and similarities. As they ventured further into the city, the sense of familiarity became even more pronounced. Streets, parks, and public squares mirrored those of Earth's cities, but with an unsettling emptiness. The absence of people, the silence that hung over everything, created an atmosphere of melancholy and mystery. Dr. Raj Patel, meanwhile, focused on analyzing the city's infrastructure. The buildings, though seemingly abandoned, were in excellent condition. Raj noted the advanced materials and construction techniques, marveling at the technological prowess of Echo's builders. He also examined the power grids and communication networks, which, surprisingly, still seemed to be functioning at a basic level. As the team regrouped at the base camp, they shared their findings and discussed their next steps. The evidence pointed to a highly advanced civilization that had experienced a sudden and catastrophic decline. The distress signal, originating from deep within the city, was their primary clue to understanding what had happened. The decision was made to focus their efforts on locating the source of the signal. Captain Alex Mitchell, Dr. Emily Carter, and Dr. Raj Patel would lead an expedition into the heart of the city, while Dr. Sarah Lee and Dr. John Mason continued their exploration and data collection around the base camp. Equipped with portable scanners, communication devices, and survival gear, the team set off towards the central district. The journey through the city was both fascinating and eerie. They passed by landmarks that echoed those of Earth, each one a reminder of the uncanny parallels between the two worlds. As they approached the source of the signal, the buildings grew larger and more imposing. The architecture was grand and sophisticated, with intricate designs and advanced materials. The sense of abandonment was palpable, but so was the presence of an advanced technology that still hummed with latent energy. Finally, they arrived at the entrance to an underground complex. The scanners indicated that the signal was emanating from deep within. The entrance was hidden, accessible only through a series of tunnels and chambers. The team proceeded cautiously, aware that they were venturing into the unknown. The tunnels were dimly lit, but the walls were adorned with complex symbols and diagrams. Raj speculated that these were part of an advanced communication or data storage system. Emily and John scanned the symbols, hoping to decipher their meaning and gain further insight into Echo's civilization. As they descended deeper into the complex, the air grew cooler and the sense of anticipation heightened. The signal grew stronger, guiding them towards a large chamber at the heart of the underground network. The chamber was vast, filled with sophisticated machinery and advanced technology. In the center of the chamber, they found the source of the distress signal. It was a large, cylindrical device, pulsing with a soft blue light. The device was connected to a network of cables and conduits, which extended throughout the chamber and into the surrounding tunnels. Dr. Emily Carter approached the device, her scanner confirming that it was indeed the source of the signal. She and Dr. John Mason began to analyze the device, searching for any information that could explain its purpose and the nature of the distress call. As they worked, Captain Alex Mitchell and Dr. Raj Patel examined the surrounding machinery. They noted the advanced technology and the level of sophistication that surpassed anything on Earth. Raj speculated that the device might be a central control unit, responsible for managing the city's infrastructure and communication networks. After several hours of analysis, Emily and John made a breakthrough. They discovered that the distress signal was not just a cry for help, but also a data transmission. The device was sending out a continuous stream of information, encoded in a complex mathematical language. It contained detailed records of Echo's history, technology, and the events leading up to the crisis. The team realized that they had uncovered a treasure trove of knowledge. The data held the key to understanding Echo's civilization and the catastrophe that had befallen it. They quickly set up portable data storage units and began to download the information, knowing that it would take time to fully decode and interpret the vast amount of data. As they worked, a sense of urgency gripped them. They were on the brink of a monumental discovery, one that could reshape humanity's understanding of the universe. But they were also aware of the potential dangers and ethical dilemmas they faced. The knowledge they uncovered could have far-reaching implications, both for Echo and for Earth. With the data safely stored, the team prepared to return to the surface. They had taken the first crucial step in unraveling the mystery of Echo, but their journey was far from over. The information they had gathered would need to be carefully analyzed, and they would have to decide how best to use it. As they emerged from the underground complex, the team felt a renewed sense of purpose. They were explorers, scientists, and ambassadors of humanity, tasked with uncovering the secrets of a world that echoed their own. The road ahead was uncertain, but they were ready to face whatever challenges lay in their path. Their mission had only just begun, and the true test of their resolve and ingenuity was yet to come. The fate of Echo, and perhaps the future of humanity's place in the cosmos, depended on their ability to navigate the complexities of an alien civilization and make the right decisions in the face of the unknown. As the team delved deeper into their exploration of Echo, the anomalies they encountered grew more perplexing. The city, with its eerie resemblance to Earth's Paris, was a constant reminder that they were not just exploring an alien world, but one that mirrored their own in uncanny ways. Every landmark, every street, and even the flora and fauna bore striking similarities to Earth, yet with subtle differences that hinted at a deeper mystery. Dr. Sarah Lee's research into the local biology revealed fascinating parallels with Earth's ecosystems. She found plants that looked almost identical to those on Earth, but upon closer examination, they exhibited unique adaptations to Echo's environment. The animals she encountered were similarly familiar yet different, with physiological traits that suggested a long evolutionary history on this planet. One day, while exploring a park that resembled the Tuileries Garden, Sarah discovered a plant species that looked remarkably like Earth's roses. However, the roses on Echo had petals that emitted a faint bioluminescent glow, likely an adaptation to attract pollinators in the low light conditions of Echo's longer nights. Sarah carefully collected samples, her mind racing with the implications of these discoveries. Meanwhile, Dr. Emily Carter and Dr. John Mason continued their analysis of the data retrieved from the underground complex. The information was vast and complex, containing records of Echo's history, technological advancements, and the events leading up to the distress signal. As they decoded the data, a picture began to emerge of a civilization that had achieved incredible technological feats, but had also faced catastrophic challenges. The records detailed a society that had harnessed advanced energy sources, developed sophisticated artificial intelligence, and achieved significant medical breakthroughs. However, they also revealed signs of social and environmental stresses. Climate changes, resource depletion, and increasing social unrest were recurring themes in the historical records. The parallels to Earth's own challenges were unmistakable and troubling. Captain Alex Mitchell and Dr. Raj Patel focused on exploring the city's infrastructure and technology. They marveled at the advanced engineering and construction methods employed in the buildings and transportation systems. The city seemed to be designed with efficiency and sustainability in mind, with renewable energy sources and efficient waste management systems. However, they also encountered anomalies that defied explanation. Some buildings exhibited signs of advanced decay, despite the overall excellent condition of the city. Others seemed to have been abandoned abruptly, with no indication of what had caused the inhabitants to flee. Captain Mitchell and Dr. Patel speculated about possible natural disasters or technological failures that could have led to such disruptions. One particularly puzzling discovery was a series of underground tunnels that crisscrossed the city. These tunnels, which were not documented in any of the historical records, appeared to be of ancient origin. They were constructed with a precision and sophistication that rivaled the city's surface structures, yet their purpose remained unclear. As the team explored the tunnels, they found evidence of ancient artifacts and inscriptions that hinted at a long-lost civilization. Dr. Mason theorized that these tunnels might have been part of an underground transportation network or a secret society that operated beneath the surface of the city. The mystery only deepened as they uncovered more clues, each one leading to new questions and possibilities. Despite the challenges and uncertainties they faced, the team remained determined to uncover the truth about Echo. They worked tirelessly, analyzing data, conducting experiments, and exploring every corner of the city. Their discoveries, though perplexing, filled them with a sense of awe and excitement, knowing that they were unraveling the secrets of a world that had remained hidden for eons. As they continued their exploration, they encountered signs of intelligent life that hinted at the existence of a society that had once thrived on Echo. They found artifacts, artwork, and written records that provided glimpses into the culture and beliefs of the planet's inhabitants. These discoveries fueled their curiosity and drove them to delve deeper into the mysteries of Echo. One day, while exploring a ruined temple on the outskirts of the city, they stumbled upon a cache of ancient manuscripts. These manuscripts, written in a language that was unfamiliar yet strangely resonant, contained accounts of ancient rituals, myths, and legends. Dr. Carter and Dr. Mason painstakingly translated the texts, uncovering stories of gods and heroes, of creation and destruction, that shed light on the spiritual beliefs of Echo's ancient inhabitants. The team's discoveries raised more questions than answers, but they were undeterred. They knew that they were on the brink of a breakthrough, that their efforts would eventually lead them to the truth about Echo and its enigmatic civilization. With each new revelation, they drew closer to unraveling the mysteries of this alien world and unlocking the secrets of its past. But unknown to them, a shadow loomed over Echo, a threat that had remained hidden until now. As they delved deeper into the planet's secrets, they would soon come face to face with a danger that could jeopardize not only their mission but the very future of humanity's exploration of the cosmos. As the team continued their exploration of Echo, they encountered increasingly baffling phenomena that defied their understanding. The city, with its uncanny resemblance to Earth's landmarks and architecture, seemed to be a mirror image of their own world. Yet beneath the surface, they found evidence of a civilization that was both ancient and advanced, with technology and knowledge that surpassed anything on Earth. Dr. Emily Carter and Dr. John Mason worked tirelessly to decipher the data they had retrieved from the underground complex. The records revealed a society that had achieved remarkable feats of engineering and science, yet had also faced existential threats that had ultimately led to its downfall. As they pieced together the fragments of Echo's history, they uncovered a story of triumph and tragedy, of hope and despair, that mirrored the struggles of humanity on Earth. Captain Alex Mitchell and Dr. Raj Patel focused their efforts on exploring the city's infrastructure and technology. They marveled at the advanced systems that powered the city, from renewable energy sources to sophisticated AI algorithms that regulated everything from transportation to waste management. Yet amidst the marvels, they also found signs of decay and neglect, as if the city had been abandoned in haste. One of the most puzzling discoveries was a series of underground tunnels that crisscrossed the city. These tunnels, which were not documented in any of the historical records, appeared to be of ancient origin, with intricate carvings and symbols that hinted at a forgotten purpose. As the team explored deeper into the tunnels, they found evidence of a lost civilization that had once thrived beneath the surface of Echo. But it was their encounter with the inhabitants of Echo that proved to be the most startling revelation of all. One day, while exploring the ruins of an ancient temple, they stumbled upon a group of beings unlike any they had ever seen. These beings, who called themselves the Echolites, were humanoid in form but possessed an otherworldly beauty and grace that seemed almost divine. The Echolites welcomed the team with open arms, eager to share their knowledge and wisdom. They explained that they were the descendants of Echo's ancient civilization, a race of beings who had once lived in harmony with the planet and its natural rhythms. But their idyllic existence had been shattered by a cataclysmic event that had plunged Echo into chaos and darkness. As the Echolites told their story, the team listened with rapt attention, their minds reeling at the implications of what they were hearing. They learned of the Great Cataclysm, a cosmic event that had threatened to destroy Echo and wipe out all life on the planet. The Echolites had survived by seeking refuge in the underground tunnels, where they had remained hidden for centuries, waiting for the day when they could emerge and reclaim their rightful place on the surface. But their return had been met with hostility and suspicion from those who remained on the surface. A faction known as the Technocrats had seized control of the city, using advanced technology and brute force to maintain their grip on power. The Echolites had been forced into hiding once again, their hopes of reconciliation dashed by the greed and ambition of their adversaries. As the team listened to the Echolites' tale, they realized that they were witnessing a pivotal moment in Echo's history. The fate of the planet hung in the balance, torn between the competing visions of its inhabitants. The team knew that they had a crucial role to play in shaping the outcome, that their actions would determine the future of Echo and its people. But as they prepared to confront the Technocrats and restore peace to the planet, they were faced with a new and unexpected threat. A dark force, lurking in the shadows of Echo's past, had been awakened by their presence, a force that sought to destroy everything they held dear. As they braced themselves for the final showdown, They knew that the fate of Echo and humanity itself rested in their hands. As the team prepared to confront the technocrats and restore peace to Echo, they were confronted with a new and unexpected threat. A dark force, lurking in the shadows of Echo's past, had been awakened by their presence. A force that sought to destroy everything they held dear. The truth behind this ancient menace was more terrifying than anything they could have imagined. Deep within the bowels of Echo, hidden away from prying eyes and forgotten by time, lay the source of the darkness that threatened to consume the planet. The team, guided by the Echolites, descended into the depths of the underground tunnels, their hearts heavy with the weight of the task ahead. As they ventured deeper into the labyrinthine passages, they encountered strange and twisted creatures, the remnants of experiments gone horribly wrong. These abominations, once the creations of Echo's ancient civilization, had been twisted and corrupted by the malevolent force that now gripped the planet. The air grew thick with the stench of decay, and the darkness pressed in on them from all sides. Yet they pressed on, driven by a sense of duty and a determination to rid Echo of the darkness that threatened to consume it. Finally, they reached the heart of the underground complex, where the source of the darkness lay dormant, waiting to be unleashed upon the world above. It was a massive, pulsating mass of darkness, a swirling vortex of malevolent energy that defied comprehension. The team knew that they had to act quickly if they were to prevent the darkness from spreading. Dr. Raj Patel, with his expertise in engineering, devised a plan to disrupt the energy flow and neutralize the threat. Working together, they activated the ancient machinery that lay dormant within the chamber, channeling the planet's own energy to counteract the darkness. As the machinery hummed to life, the darkness recoiled, its tendrils writhing in agony as it was pushed back into the depths from whence it came. The team watched in awe as the chamber filled with light, banishing the darkness and restoring balance to Echo once more. But their victory was short-lived, for they soon realized that the darkness was not the only threat they faced. The technocrats, sensing their defeat, launched a final desperate assault on the city, unleashing their advanced weaponry in a bid to retain their grip on power. The team rallied together, fighting side by side with the Echolites against the onslaught of the technocrats. It was a battle for the fate of Echo, a battle that would determine whether the planet would remain shackled by darkness or embrace a new dawn of hope and renewal. In the end, it was the courage and determination of the team that won the day. With their combined strength and unwavering resolve, they defeated the technocrats and restored peace to Echo once more. The planet, freed from the grip of darkness, began to heal, its inhabitants coming together to rebuild and forge a new future. As they bid farewell to their newfound friends, the team knew that their mission was complete. They had answered the distress call from a distant world, faced unimaginable challenges, and emerged victorious against all odds. And though their journey had come to an end, the memories of their time on Echo would stay with them forever, a testament to the enduring spirit of exploration and the boundless potential of humanity's quest for knowledge. As the team prepared to depart from Echo, they took a moment to reflect on the journey that had brought them to this point. They had faced countless challenges, encountered strange and wondrous phenomena, and ultimately triumphed over adversity to restore peace to the planet. Dr. Emily Carter looked out over the city, marveling at the resilience of its inhabitants and the beauty of its landscapes. Despite the trials they had faced, the people of Echo had shown remarkable courage and determination, standing together in the face of overwhelming darkness. Dr. John Mason busied himself with cataloging the data they had collected during their time on Echo. The records of the planet's history, culture, and technology would be invaluable to future generations of explorers, offering insights into the mysteries of this alien world and the lessons it had to teach. Captain Alex Mitchell and Dr. Raj Patel worked together to ensure that the Odyssey was ready for departure. The spacecraft, though battle-worn and scarred from their encounters with the darkness, was still spaceworthy, its engines primed and its systems fully operational. As they prepared to leave, they were joined by their friends, the Echolites, who had chosen to accompany them on their journey. Together, they stood on the surface of Echo, watching as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting long shadows across the city. In that moment, they knew that they had forged bonds that transcended time and space, bonds that would endure long after they had returned to their own world. And as they lifted off into the stars, leaving behind the planet that had become their home, they carried with them the memories of their time on Echo and the knowledge that they had made a difference in the lives of its inhabitants. As the Odyssey soared through the cosmos, bound for Earth and the distant stars beyond, the team looked to the future with hope and optimism, for they knew that no matter where their journey took them, they would always carry with them the spirit of adventure, the quest for knowledge, and the belief that anything was possible when humanity dared to dream. And so, as the stars twinkled in the endless expanse of space, the team of astronauts, together with their newfound friends, embarked on a new chapter in their journey, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead with courage, determination, and a sense of wonder that would never fade. As the Odyssey traversed the vastness of space, the team settled into their routines aboard the spacecraft. Each day brought new discoveries, new challenges, and new opportunities for growth and exploration. Dr. Emily Carter spent her days poring over the data they had collected from Echo, searching for insights that could further humanity's understanding of the cosmos. She marveled at the complexities of alien civilizations, the ingenuity of their technologies, and the mysteries that lay hidden within the depths of space. Dr. John Mason, ever the meticulous scientist, conducted experiments and analyses to expand their knowledge of the universe. From studying the behavior of distant stars to unraveling the mysteries of dark matter, John pushed the boundaries of human understanding, driven by a thirst for knowledge that knew no bounds. Captain Alex Mitchell, with his steadfast leadership and unwavering resolve, guided the crew through the challenges of deep space exploration. He ensured that their mission remained on course, their spirits high, and their focus unwavering as they journeyed ever further into the unknown. Dr. Raj Patel, the ever-curious engineer, tinkered away in the spacecraft's workshop, devising new technologies and solutions to the problems they encountered along the way. From optimizing the Odyssey's propulsion systems to designing advanced tools for planetary exploration, Raj's ingenuity was instrumental in their continued success. Together, they formed a tight-knit team, bound by their shared experiences and their shared vision of a future where humanity reached out to the stars. As they traveled through the cosmos, they encountered new worlds, new civilizations, and new wonders beyond imagination. Each planet they visited, each star they studied, held its own mysteries waiting to be uncovered. And though their journey was long and arduous, they faced each challenge with courage and determination, knowing that they carried with them the spirit of exploration that had brought them to this point. As they looked out into the endless expanse of space, they knew that their adventure was far from over. There were still countless worlds to explore, countless secrets to uncover, and countless possibilities waiting to be realized. And so, with hearts full of hope and minds open to the wonders of the universe, the team of astronauts continued their journey through the cosmos, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead with courage, curiosity, and a sense of awe that would never fade.